You see me? Me love my food and my ketchup run the flavor in so many ways. Miss Power, I want to turn up your food, sir.
My secret ingredients, Charles tomato ketchup, run the flavor.
Richer, thicker, and more affordable.
You don't have a ketchup.
Yeah, YouTube family, the Maverick in this place one more time. And not no change. Still, best and most credible opinion. Still fear and fearless analysis. And guess what? Make the countdown begin to the Intercontinental World Cup qualifying playoffs. But a whole pass slip between the cup and the lip. And although it then near, you still have some shenanigans we are going all about in the world, including in Mexico, where we have to keep our eyes on the prize and don't get distracted. Can we show the here we're going with the Mexican upheaval with the government over there, and of course, the one of them kingpin them unalive, and it cause a whole heap of dislocation in some of the very places that will directly affect the playoffs. When you know say another whole shenanigans they do, you know say Jamaica, we focus, you know, and shut out the noise, you know, and try to focus on where we have to do, you know. But when you think about it, you can't help but say we shouldn't find ourselves in a position, you know. If we did take care of our business in a little soap group where we get, we would find ourselves in them kind of entanglement of uncertainty, them entanglement of even potential violence, and even disentanglement of this absolutely difficult task to qualify for the World Cup we are playing later this year. Before we go any further in the analysis, remember, the best and most credible opinion brought to you by
You see me? Me love my food and my ketchup run the flavor in so many ways. Miss Power, I want to turn up your food, sir.
My secret ingredients, Charles tomato ketchup, run the flavor.
Richer, thicker, and more affordable.
You don't have a ketchup.
one Richard thicker, more affordable ketchup, you know. White name? Charles tomato ketchup, run the flavor. Anyway, back to business now. Yeah, if it's the angry business, we only in a quagmire. That's the long and short of it. But we in a situation and we have to deal with it. I remember when we talked to current coach, Mr. Rudolph Speed, a couple of weeks ago. I made a pick him brain. Him sound fairly confident, you know. And he's a man who very meticulous about anything we come to do with football. Me that talk to him on the radio. And me realize, him have a clarity of thought going into this very difficult task where it is admirable, to say the least. But here's something significant when we pick up while reasoning with Mr. Speed. He's obviously looking for players who active. So me ask him about players like Ravel Morrison. And him say, boy, he might monitor Ravel, but obviously Ravel not play at a real elite level. And of course, there clear and present concern about enough of the Jamaican ball of them. We're not getting a lot of playing time in them clubs. See, Damian Lode, who used to be a mainstay in our defensive position, Damian Lode just signed up with a club the other day. Ethan Pinnock, I want to be mainstay again at centre half. Ethan Pinnock round a Brentford in the EPL, but he not get no game. And quite a few of the players where we have in our roster, them not getting the kind of playing time or them not make the kind of impact on the field of play that would have get our level of confidence up. And that's a part of the challenge where Mr. Speed faced. Mr. Speed also played a few games, one against Grenada and one against Martinique. And so it's left now to be seen how much players Mr. Speed are going to bring in at the team out of them two games with basically local born and bred players. Now we don't know how much the impact of these two games are going to have on Mr. Speed team selection for the two big bad games them. But personally, I don't think a lot of them can force them way in the team. What Mr. Speed look on is the international player them and the amount of minutes for them again. And just speaking again with Mr. Speed, you get the impression, say, him is a man who is very reliant on analytics. So if analytics show him, say, that player average 70 minutes a game, and that player there average 20 minutes a game off of the bench. You get the impression him a go where the analytics take him. So this man a play more football, so him liable to be more match fit and sharper going into these crucial encounters. Now, it is all down to Mr. Speed to pick the team where we want to pick. We can pick the team for him. As I said, the only thing we can pick from this distance is to pick the brain of the coach. And that is what I have done so far. Try to do so far. And when we look at what we have at our disposal, the games that we have to play, you can see, say it is possible, say we can beat the new Caledonia team. Because that team will rank way up 100 and OEO. The DRC game are going to obviously be a tougher assignment. Remember, before we get to that point here, me are one of the people that really get despondent and totally give up to how me did upset to the position where we find ourselves in. Because me I said, Judgement, we really give up an easier part if we come pursue a harder part, Effectively, and that we do, We give up the easier part in a little soup group where we get in a CONCACAF. And now we have to go beat some bigger team from some other confed to try to qualify for the same World Cup prize. It's self-inflicted harm we are doing self, But it is what it is. And sometimes you reach at some point in a life where what happened before not as relevant as what need to happen in the immediate future, And you get the impression that these two upcoming games are one such scenario when you consider how much is at stake. And basically the future of Jamaica football at stake, The immediate and medium term future of Jamaican football, Remember, say, we are play to qualify for the World Cup, to earn a minimum of $9 million up front, And that we are try get we hand on, And how we performing on the tournament, obviously, if we happen to reach second one, we'll get more money. But at the bare minimum, to a very achievable task, we are trying qualify again for, Because of how we mess up the thing. But it a draw nearer and nearer, people. And as we said, the uncertainty in Mexico is not helping our cause, but we spread we bed and we have to lay down and sleep in night. And that's the only thing right now. And as we say, we can count down towards the playoff game them in a matter of days now, Because we're gone in the month of March now. And as we say, save the date them, March 26th, and we get past the first one, March 31st, and the other one. And do remember, and the World Cup we are playing for going to people. What I say? Let me remind you again. Richer, thicker, and more affordable ketchup. White name. What a big bad ketchup name. Talk to me now.
You see me? Me love my food and my ketchup run the flavor in so many ways. Miss Power, I want to turn up your food, sir.
My secret ingredients, just tomato ketchup, run the flavor.
Richer, thicker, and more affordable.
Give me one ketchup.
That is it. All courtesy of Carl's tomato ketchup. In the meantime and between time, watch out. The Maverick did say, boy, me I detach myself from the World Cup qualifying process here. But me can't do it. Me can't do it. The game them a draw closer and closer and closer. And the Maverick is like, me don't know. Me I feel more and more and more entangled and nervous. And connected to the process. Me can't let go my national team, Me can't let go the reggae boys, man. I'm a pride and joy. Still have the flag, Still in the colours, One Jamaica, one reggae boys, to the world, Anyway, drop some comment in the comment section now. Make me hear no feel. The squad supposed to announce shortly. As soon as Mr. Speed announces squad, we come round and come discuss the merits and demerits and the chances where we have depending on the squad that is named. In the meantime, one reggae boys we say, and between time, Jamaica we say, no name no change. See it, one Jamaica, one Maverick.